Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about the reality of being a real estate agent versus, wait, we're going to talk about the reality versus what we expected in our first year of real estate.
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful topic. That's one that we need to touch on.
All right, Steven, so it has been 1 year.
1 year.
Tell me how you love real estate.
I love it. It is
This is exciting because many agents quit after year 1.
absolutely amazing. Life-changing. It's so much knowledge.
As a new agent, it's important that you build your team, from lenders to people that are going to help you.
And I haven't even reached the tip of the iceberg. Along with great mentoring and great coaching, you can't lose. But coach. But no, it's going lovely. As you know, you assisted me with my first sale, and it just so happened to be
A great amount.
yeah, we'll leave it there. It's very, very nice. So yes, coming into it, I mainly expected that once I put out there, hey guys, I'm doing real estate, that everybody who might have been looking for a house would drop what they were doing and come with me. And it didn't work like that at all.
It never works like that.
I mean, you talk about friends and also family. I mean, no hard feelings. If you watch this, no hard feelings. But it's just a learning experience compared to getting out there and not being that. And actually, a long-standing client of mine taking the chance to actually let me let her be my first client in the real estate game. So it worked. It worked.
Yeah, and something with that, like with friends and family, sometimes it can be discouraging to see, as a new agent, to see like a friend or a family member start to work with somebody else. One thing that I've learned throughout this real estate life is that people can work with whoever they want to work with. I know a lot of different service providers, and just because I know them, that does not mean that I go to them. I know a lash person, but I know 5 lash people, and I definitely can't commit to, going to every one of them. And when it comes to real estate, often people think that you're going to be totally involved in their finances and know their credit and all this kind of stuff, or they don't want their business out there, which is totally fine. One thing that I say about my business all the time is I only want to work with people that want to work with me.
Absolutely.
Friends, family, whoever. Referrals. So if I get an inkling that someone may not really want to work with me, that's fine. They're not wasting my time and I'm not wasting theirs. So
Even if decide to work with someone else, whether it being a friend or a family, I will still lend an ear. So it's as to, hey, are they doing this? Are you making sure they do this? To the point where it's like okay, if something is missing in the cracks and somebody refers or they're looking for a referral, they'd be like, listen, I work with them, but at the same time, I might have should have worked with Pete because he had a lot more information, informative, a team that's willing to go above and beyond the extra mile to make sure that I get the best deal in this transaction possible. So I still like to help.
yes.
Me.
So getting clients, I know, like, for me, that was one of the biggest things that I was like, where are the people going to come from? How am I going to get people? And the thing that I've always been graced with is to have a referral base, So I never had that issue. I never paid for any type of marketing or anything like that. I was myself. I was my own brand. I just made people aware, and I kind of use my social media platforms just to stay top of mind, because friends from high school and things like that, when they see, oh, she's a real estate agent, I can trust her because I knew who she was before. So a lot of that plays a part in how you treated people throughout your duration, because you can't approach this and all of a sudden, you were a mean girl, or you were known for doing, certain things, and now people are like, you're a real estate agent now? You know what I'm saying? Do I trust you with my money? Do I trust that you're not that mean person that you were, 5 or 10 years ago? So your character plays a big part in who is going to trust you with this transaction. So keep that in mind. And then when you do get a client, you definitely want to pour into them, feed into them, really show them that you care about them, because once you make one person happy, that trickles down, and they'll refer you, and they'll want to work with you on their next transaction. Now they're looking for an office space. Now they're looking for an investment property. Now their family member is moving into Atlanta and they want to call you. So you have to treat people kind. You have to love them, you know, and really care for them like they're your clients.
Your reputation definitely succeeds you in this business.
Reputation. One thing that's interesting about something that I should have known in real estate at the beginning that I did not know is something so simple, but they didn't teach me this in real estate school, and that was how to open the lockbox. Literally, I'm out there with my client, you know, I get there early and my client is coming, and I'm sitting there panicking about, oh my gosh, how do I open up this lockbox? So that is something that you want to make sure that you know. It seems so minute, but also check when you're getting ready to show a house or something, check the listing. Like, okay, is this on a combination lockbox? Is it on a super lockbox? Is the lockbox time active? You know, because these lock boxes that we actually use to show the houses, they actually run like a store, so they have on times and off times. So some of them may be like no showings after 7, and you show up at 7:15 and your client is waiting behind you all excited to see a property, and it's closed. The store is closed. So definitely that's something that that stood out to me, like at the beginning, something that I should have known but I did not know.
Mm-hmm. One thing I picked up on, I always follow up with clients, but I sometimes am led to believe that I may take the buying experience for them more serious than they do. So if we have appointments, and we have an appointment and we already scheduled it the few days prior to for the week, then I still need to follow up to make sure something hasn't happened in their life and they're still coming to the appointment. Because I got to a point recently, came to an appointment, it was for 4:30. I'm there at 4:15, 4:20, and I'm sitting there till 5:30. And I called, hey, you coming? Oh, what's today? I was like,
oh, yeah.
So now it's, and you still get clients that are on it. Like, you don't have to call them.
Right.
But it's just a lot of checks and balances in the game that you need to be aware of, and definitely like follow up with and maintain. So that's an experience for me that didn't know in the beginning, should have, now I do, and I repeat it. Rinse and repeat.
So another thing is people will take advantage of you in real estate, okay? When I was a new agent, I was so happy that my phone was ringing with people who I thought really wanted to work with me. And they're like, you know, you're a new agent, do you work with investors? They wanted to pay me money to be able to access my MLS. And I'm like, wait, that's not legal. Like, are you really trying to work with me? What are you trying to do? Sometimes when you're a new agent, of course it's accessible, you know, in the system. You have all types of people calling you, and then I have some agents, they're like, oh, such and such wants to hire me or whatever. You're a salesperson. You're not being hired, okay? Because what they want to do is get you, because you might be the top Atlanta salesperson. Like, you really might bring them a lot of money. So a lot of people will approach you and you'll feel special, but trust me, it's not you. It's what you can do for them. Okay, so you want to keep that in mind. Even when you're choosing a broker, what is your split going to be? How much are they charging you, and what is that going to include exactly? Because you have so many people out here, they're like, oh, we're going to train you. You join a team. Nobody talks to you after that, after you sign your paperwork. It's very like you're just here and you have the name.
You may become part of a text blast.
So just keep in mind, you'll have clients and you'll be happy, because I know initially I was excited when people called me like, oh, I want to see this house. Friends are referring me. Can we look at this house? I'm like, absolutely. Are you interested in buying this house? I didn't know. So people will want you to show them properties all the time, and I'm talking friends, family, whoever. Once they know you have access to homes, there are people in your life that just look at houses, and now that they know you're a real estate agent, they want you to take them to see it, whether you're buying it or not, or whether they're approved for a loan or not. So make it a requirement for all of your clients that want to show, you to show houses to them, that they are already pre-approved by a lender, and that you've kind of spoken to that lender and making sure that it wasn't a letter that they drafted off the internet, because it happens. Okay, people will come up with a fake letter. They're on the internet, they'll edit it and put their name in it, and here you are thinking, oh my gosh, I have a $350,000 client, and then you never hear from them again. So that happens. Keep that in mind as a new agent, that people will try to take advantage of you, take advantage of your newness. But when you're aware of these things, don't get played. Because don't get played, because they don't think I gotta take time with my gas. I have to drive here. I have to stop what I'm doing. I have to find babysitters. I have to plan to do these things. So as an agent, it's so important to make sure that your buyers are serious. There's a series of questions that you can ask them to guarantee that they're serious. I can email you those questions if you ask for them. But literally, I go through these steps with my clients, and then even after that, they may still not be serious. You can literally have a client that you're showing houses to for 5 months, that after you show them all of these houses, they ask you for a rental. And here in Atlanta, commissions on rentals are not that much. It could literally be 10% of the rental amount. So if your budget is $1,000 and I'm chasing you around trying to find you a rental, and I get $100, and I gotta pay my broker off of that $100, and I gotta cut out my gas, on top of that, you're being a diva about the rental. I've literally had clients come to me like, I want this in my rental, I want this in my rental, oh, and my budget is $1,000. I will help who I can. But it's our job to help our clients see the reality of the situation.
Absolutely.
Every time. And even with rentals, I start asking like specific questions, and if they can't answer yes to these questions, they're not serious, and we're not going to move forward with the rental. Another thing, like with rentals, whenever somebody approaches me about a rental, it's because they've gone through every other step to get a rental. And they think for some reason that we as real estate agents can work a deal out on their behalf. We don't own these properties. So even with real estate, selling a house, I can only negotiate so far, So it's just our job, and I didn't know this at the beginning. Help my clients be realistic. I went into this with whatever mindset they gave me to go into it with, like, oh, okay, we're looking for this and all of this list of things. I'm going to help you find that. That is my job. I'm going to create the home of your dreams, and I'm going to put it in the MLS, and we going to be good to go and get my little $25 and be done.
Another way they try to take advantage of you is when you work with a celebrity or Insta famous, and they post you, give you a shout out, you gonna have everybody and their mama in your DM. Hey, I'm looking to buy a house. Hey, I'm looking to buy a house. Hey, I'm looking to buy a house. So you set up consultations, and you think you book. Okay, calls coming in. Okay. And every call is, hey, you sold such and such house. Hey, you sold such and such house. Then they wanna, okay, can you find me a house in that area? What area is that? And they just really trying to find out what it is about whoever it is you sold a house to, and find out their business. And it's like,
really? Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yes, that's what you get. I had, when we closed, it was a post, shout out, DM going off, phone ringing. So it's like, okay, we booming now, we moving. Okay, first thing done, it's time to move. We on the road. We finna go get paid. Send appointments, boom, consultation. I talked to 20 people. 18 of them asking about the client. One of them is in Texas, and then it was one that I'm currently working with. So it's still a lot of numbers, but it's threading through all the people that's just trying to find something to gossip about. I don't know what it is they were trying to gain from receiving information about the sale of the house, but they weren't looking to work with me to purchase the house.
They just wanted to know more information.
How much was the house and where was the house? And
but anywho, do you have anything else that was?
No, just closing on this year, it is definitely a blessing. It has been a pleasure every step of the way, and I'm just so thankful for the opportunity, and I look forward to much greater success in the coming year and years. So it's your boy Steven with Coach. Cool.
Thank you so much for watching. If you're a new agent or becoming an agent, let us know topics that you would like to hear from us, and we'd be glad to share. See you later. Thanks for watching.